Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mark Cunaberti, financial columnist for the Union and host of Money Matters on 66 radio stations nationwide. This is your Corona and market update for Monday, March 16th. Okay, so the markets, Federal Reserve came out with their bazooka on Sunday, yesterday. Quite a large package. $1.5 trillion in quantitative easing and asset purchases. Kind of complicated there. Just look at it like a big spigot of money that they're shooting into the banking and brokerage firms, making it very available, cash very available for these giant firms. They're starting up a QE4, quantitative easing, that's asset purchases. They're going into the repo market, that's repurchase agreements where they buy treasuries from large firms to give them cash. They dropped interest rates to 0. This is a 1 to 1.25 interest rate drop, emergency drop, after a 0.5 point drop last week. All the other things they're doing, central banks kind of around the world are kind of dropping rates and coming up with packages. And of course, our legislative body is coming up with a bailout package for homeowners and whatever. But hey, you know, this thing is kind of getting a little out of hand, right? A little crazy. Let's talk about the viruses for a minute, and then we'll go back to the markets, okay? 174,000 cases worldwide, about 6,700 deaths. Notable. This is notable. This is good news. This is why I think 3-4 weeks ago I said the market was not fully accounting the virus, and now I think it's overblown. I mean, when people waiting in Costco and other places to buy toilet paper, I mean, really? This is the regular flu season kills 61,000 people a year. Yeah, this one's more contagious, but that's it. It's a little bit a little bit higher deadly, a bit more deadly, but basically, there's been no kids from 0 to 9 that have died, really. Anyway, here's the good news. China, which has been sitting around 80,000 deaths, China, that's been sitting around 80,000 cases, only have 36 new cases. So the new cases are almost non-existent over there. And they're sending medicine and experts to other countries. And Apple, that closed all their stores worldwide, are reopening in China. So the end of the light at the end of the tunnel could be seen in China. Italy, the second largest concentration of cases with close to 25,000, have 0 new cases yesterday. 0. So that's good. Iran, that's the story. Iran has a total of about 15,000 cases. They've got 1,000 new cases. Spain, they've got 9,000 total cases, about 1,200 new cases. Not so good news there. South Korea, one of the originating countries, that kind of the early countries that had this, they've only got 74 new cases out of 8,500 total. France, 5,400 cases. No new cases in France. And the United States here, 3,800 cases, 134 new cases. So there you go. Sort of the news, 58 new cases and 2 new deaths in Austria, 134 new cases and 2 new deaths in the United States. In the United States, New Hampshire, Nevada, Texas, Indiana, Orange County, New Jersey, and Hawaii have some new cases there. So all in all, I think it's overblown to the point now. I really do. We actually started making, where we sold about 3-4 weeks ago, we are started making a few buys on Friday and another buy this morning. The Dow today is down 2,200 points. It was down as much as 2,400 points. They took that view of the Federal Reserve with cutting rates to 0 and coming up with all this quantitative easing as free money as bad news. I don't understand that. This market is down 35% now, the Dow, somewhere in that area. How much lower could it go? Well, I'm seeing things that could go another 20% lower or whatever. So, there you go. Fixed income is pretty much selling off again today, and gold is selling off again today, and then it turned around to go up. So it was down and up. Mortgage-backed securities were down, now up. A couple of stocks moving up today. Again, I'm getting to the point where this is kind of, you got to start nibbling or thinking about nibbling here. There's, people were buying stocks at 29,000, and now they're selling them at 20,000 Dow level. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they buying them up there? They're 35% lower. Now, they could go lower. And this is not a recommendation to buy or sell securities. They could go lower. But at 30% off, I may not be getting the best buy, but in my opinion, I might be getting a pretty good buy. Okay, join the channel for daily updates if you like. The website is moneymanagementradio.com. Stay safe, be healthy, and don't go crazy. Today I just happened to have a giant oak down in my yard with a root ball the size of a Volkswagen car. And the tree guys are out there cutting it, I can't get out, so I'm stuck. Okay, thanks a lot. Be good.